What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today, as you can probably tell, I'm not on my usual setup. I'm actually in LA, of course, for E3. This is my hotel room. Now, as nice as the view is, we've got some pretty crazy stuff to talk about today, which, of course, is the brand new Destiny 2 trailer. So in case you're wondering what's just happened there, it does seem that Cayde-7 has just been killed by Prince Uldren, of course, the Queen's brother. That was 100% Prince Uldren, there's no doubt about it. That was him, and he's also with the 8 Barons, it seems, or at least the new Forsaken Fallen enemy type. I'm not sure if that was all 8 of the Barons. I'm pretty sure I saw one of them that was definitely inside the trailer, but he's with the new Scorn kind of Fallen enemy type, and he pretty much killed Cayde-7. Probably one of the biggest questions is Cayde-7 actually dead? Because obviously with Guardians, we can live, we can get resurrected by a ghost, but you may have also seen his ghost got killed as well. His ghost got shot by Prince Uldren. That is actually a thing inside the lore. If someone kills your ghost, which is quite hard to do, but if someone kills your ghost, you cannot be resurrected. You're literally dead forever. So technically Cayde-7 might be actually dead for good. I mean, that's a whole topic in itself. Is he actually dead? Will he come back? Obviously, a very easy thing is for him to come back as Cayde-7, which will be a rebooted version of him. If you don't know, Exos can basically be rebooted and reprogrammed and basically restarted, even if they die. So they can technically come back, but again, without the light, I'm not sure if he can. I'm not sure how that works with Exos. But the main thing is that his ghost shell was definitely shot by Prince Uldren, who's taken Cade's Ace of Spades and is now, I guess, using it as his own weapon. Now, of course, earlier on, we do see that Cayde-7 is definitely alive and he's inside the prison. You and him basically touch down and land and check out the prison. I think that's when all the criminals are breaking out, but then I'm guessing this happens sometime after. You can see everything's on fire and burning and just destroyed, so this could be inside the prison after, say, the first mission where you go and check it out and then you see Prince Uldren, all these barons, and they just somehow kill him. There is also some kind of blue glowing object in the background. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like a Vex portal of some kind, but I'm not sure where it leads or how it's even there in the first place, but that seems to be where they're going towards. So every time an Exo is rebooted, they get a number next to their name which updates, and obviously people like Banshee44, he's been rebooted 44 times. Cade, you'd assume, has been rebooted 6 times, so it is very kind of obvious and likely that he'll come back as Cayde-7. Obviously 7 is Bungie's number, so that is very possible. You can also see what appears to be a Guardian carrying Cayde-6's body home or somewhere else. Now his eyes are obviously shut off, there's no life in him. It is possible you're carrying him back to the tower or back to safety where someone can revive him and restore him back to life and maybe reboot him again. But again, very unexpected to see in a trailer like this, Prince Uldren just killing Cayde-6, and there definitely is going to be a very dark and serious DLC like Bungie have been saying. Of course, they did say how it's going to be like a revenge-driven story, which now actually makes a lot of sense, that we're going to be avenging Cayde-6, I guess. Before, it did seem like these fallen barons were just kind of bad guys, go kill them, not really much reason to do so, but now, of course, we're getting revenge for Cayde-6, and also, of course, killing Prince Uldren. Now, the even bigger question is, why is Prince Uldren doing this? Why has he turned against us and now killing Guardians and Cayde-6? As I pointed out in a bunch of videos recently, there, of course, were in Warmind a bunch of Easter eggs and also teasers that Prince Uldren was doing something, and we kind of assumed it would be just something to do with the Reef and the Queen and the basic storyline. We know that he's kind of allied with the Fallen now. He seemed to have made a pact with the House of Kings, which isn't an unusual thing. Of course, the Awoken did have a pact with the House of Wolves, so Fallen and the Awoken have been kind of met before, and I had thought that maybe it'll be us and also Prince Uldren, the Queen, the Reef, and also the House of Kings against this Scorn enemy Fallen type. But now it's starting to seem like maybe all the Fallen are on the same side, but also Prince Uldren is with them. Another big question is Prince Uldren actually working with the Queen, or has he kind of backstabbed her and is he double-crossing her as well? Like I said before, the Queen is definitely alive. She's doing something. She's got some grand master plan. Maybe this is the plan, maybe it's not. Honestly, I can't really imagine him doing this without the Queen and them to be on different sides, so possibly that means the Queen is against us as well, maybe Petravenge too. We know that in the story we're going to be killing the 8 Barons, but imagine if the raid boss is Prince Uldren. He's got some like awoken powers or some crazy like abilities. But like I said, it's just so unexpected. There is so much speculation and so many theories you can take from this just little trailer. Talking about Cayde-6, it is actually very, very interesting they picked him to kind of die. Again, we don't know if he's fully dead yet, but believe it or not, there have actually been a ton of hints and also data mined files in the game that have said that Cayde-6 would die. So we kind of knew about this since I think September or October. You guys might remember the big data mine where someone went into the game files and found a bunch of audio of a bunch of vendors saying loads of things. So some of them were about planets like Ganymede and the Dreadnought returning, and at the time we knew a lot of them were definitely not accurate and maybe were kind of leftover files from the game, but there also were a bunch of files talking about Cayde-6's death. I remember hearing those back in September, I think, so those were in the game talking about Cayde-6 being dead. And there's also more recently a bunch of lines from Zavala in the tower who you can hear right now. These weren't data mines, they're in the game since Warmind, but he's talking about Cayde-6 going to the Prison of Elders, filling them with enemies. I mentioned that before. He was saying how Cade has been very reckless and doing a lot of stupid things, traveling a lot, and of course visiting the Reef. But there's also one very interesting line that Zavala says about Cayde-6. One day I think his luck is going to run out and he can't get this lucky all the time, so this does seem to be kind of like foreboding this happening. It does also make a lot of sense because Cayde-6 is probably the most liked and most famous character in the entire Destiny universe, So to kill him off or pretend to kill him off is definitely going to get a lot of people interested. I mean, there is the possibility that he might not come back. He might just literally be dead forever. Of course, the big thing is that Nathan Fillion, the voice actor for Cade, is of course a very big famous actor, very busy, and it may just be a case where they couldn't kind of book him anymore to do any more kind of acting. So similar to Peter Dinklage with the Ghost, maybe they thought best to just kill him off because he's too expensive, and it also makes very good for story. But in my opinion, I do think he's not dead. I think he's going to come back as Cayde-7. I think that's the most likely thing, honestly. But let me know down below, do you think Cade is dead, or do you think he's going to come back? The sun's pretty much set, so I'm trying to make do with hotel lamps for lighting, so it skews the quality. I also think it'll be pretty strange for them to kill off a character, like the most important character in the game, and have this big plot twist and show it off inside a trailer. I do think the fact it is a trailer is going to be very early in the campaign, probably the first mission. So you literally land down, see the prison, and then meet the Barons and Uldren, and he killed Cayde-6. Or it seems like he killed Cayde-6. I think it's just classic bait to make you think he's dead, to make you interested, to play the campaign, get revenge, and see what happens. And then later on you figure out somehow he's alive or been rebooted or revived. And like I said, 7 is Bungie's number, so it would make a lot of sense for Cade to be back as Cayde-7. It's very iconic. Also a very small detail, but something I do think is going to come into play during the campaign is, of course, Uldren does now have the Ace of Spades. It's his weapon. It's an exotic from Destiny 1 that, of course, is returning. It's Cayde-6's personal weapon as well. But now we also know there's going to be an ornament for the weapon that changes colors to black and red. So I think it would make a lot of sense for Uldren to be the final boss of the campaign. You kill him and then get his Ace of Spades literally off him. That would make perfect sense. Now, the trailer does have a pretty interesting description which gives you a little bit of context as to what's going on here, but still not massive clues about what's going to happen. So it says the reef has fallen into lawlessness, and now the most wanted criminals in the galaxy, the Barons and Uldren Sov, have organized a jailbreak at the Prison of Elders. So it is saying Uldren Sov, so maybe the Queen and the Petra and the rest of them aren't involved in this. It is just Uldren acting on his own. It says you and Cayde-6 have been sent to bring law and order back to the embattled facility, but things don't go to plan. Facing insurmountable odds, Cayde-6 ends up paying the ultimate price. Obviously the ultimate price, that does normally tend to mean death. Beyond the Vanguard's authority, you'll venture into the reef alone and take justice into your own hands, explore new regions, awaken new powers, earn a wealth of new weapons, and uncover lost awoken secrets. The hunt is on. So like I said, the Guardian is with Cayde-6 when you go into the prison, so I'm not sure what the Guardian you are doing when Cade gets killed. Now, something interesting worth mentioning, there was just an interview with Bungie here at E3 about the trailer we just saw. Now, in this, Scott Taylor from Bungie was asked, is Cade actually dead? And he responded saying, well, he looks dead, and then later on he said, yeah, he's dead. A lot of people are taking that as confirmation that he's definitely dead, but again, I still don't fully buy it. I think his first response was saying, yeah, he looks dead, trying not to say definitely that he is, but then later on saying he's dead so people won't kind of question it. There's no way to answer that question without completely spoiling that he might come back, so if Bungie left any ambiguity with this, then we'd all assume he isn't dead. So I think they just said that he is to kind of make everyone think that, so they're setting up for a big surprise when he comes back. Again, like I said, you can speculate for hours about this, but let me know down below, do you think he is dead or do you not think he is? Now, also inside this interview at E3, you can see some brand new Gambit gameplay for the first ever time. So you can see someone using the classic Destiny 1 setup. We have a auto rifle, a sniper rifle in the secondary energy slot, of course, and a sword as a heavy weapon. But like I said, of course, I'm here at E3 right now, so I'm going to be capturing my own Forsaken gameplay for you guys and uploading it to this channel. So stay tuned. If you aren't already, make sure you are subscribed. So as always, if you enjoyed today's video, then a like rating down below is massively appreciated. I'm going to let some more Gambit gameplay roll for you guys so you can see what's going on. But of course, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you very soon for another video.
So you're also going to get more access to the weapons that you liked as so much, like the shotgun, the sniper rifle, the fusion rifle. So like I think we said in the Vidoc, you're going to get to play, you know, you can play like Destiny 1, you can play Destiny 2, or you can run 3 shotguns, you know, like if you want.
There's a theme that you're hopefully hearing and seeing from us, which is that we want players to be able to engage with Destiny like however they want. Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to play? We're going to have new activities like Gambit, which we're having on the floor here. And then we have all the weapons changes we're doing. We're adding random rolls back to the weapons. We have the weapon slots changes, new mods. Yeah, it's all those things kind of wrapped together.
Wow. Well, a lot of excitement around what you guys are doing with this one.
Now, I think we talked about on the Vidoc, the Dreaming City is a big part of that in-game destination that we built. And the team did an amazing job, but the amount of secrets they've hidden around there and just the challenge and the activities to do there.
So the raid's there. We have the raid, or there's a destination that's built out from the raid. And if you're not on the raid, you're still going to go there. There's going to be activities and secrets. Okay. But the raid is like the center of that. There's a big tower that you kind of want to get to the whole time. And it's tied into the story. So we're doing it where it's not like you just fight a bigger version of the bad guy, but it pulls the whole theme together and really delivers on that satisfying conclusion.
Amazing. Well, we can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us. Here at E3, are people going to get to play anything? What are you guys showing?
They might get to play something, right?
What is it? I think you know. He's pretending he doesn't know.
I don't know why I'm pretending that I don't know. You've seen it already. Gambit is our brand new activity in the Forsaken.